The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Nadex Options Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Bull Bear Nadex Options Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. We have the Dow Industrials down 223. You get the Nasdaq off 126. S&P's down 23. Gold contract down $3, trading at $12.05 an ounce. We have silver down 11 cents, $14.02 an ounce. Light sweet crude up 56 cents, $60.75 a barrel. Notes and bonds. You get the 10-year note up 8 ticks, 118.12. 30-year up 21 ticks, 138.19. Now, both notes and bonds, folks, on Friday they went higher. They were ready to jump off the cliff. Turned around, went higher. You get higher price out here today, lower yield. King dollar got over its at August 15th swing high last week. Had light volume, really light volume. Bottom line, you're over, well, you're much higher today. You're up 426 ticks, 97.160, still with light volume. Euros trade at 112.68 to 1 US dollar. The yen is at 113.79 to 1 US dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. So in the world of the markets, folks, we got the celebration of Veterans Day. Wish everyone a happy Veterans Day out there. Bottom line is that you get a market going downtown. We'll see whether we get any juice on the way downtown. I expect you're going to see light volume out here today. And I suspect what you also got is that we're filling the gap. That was left over from the 6th of November. The top of that gap is 275.30. We hit 275.12. We'll see where this shakes in volume-wise. We take a look at the 3 Qs. What you have with the 3 Qs. 3 Qs are down $2.95. Though that is looking like it probably will fill 166. 903, and we're at 168. The Qs are getting really smoked out here. You have AFCO, Broadcom rather, down 6.6%. You get NVIDIA down 5.7%. You get Align Technology down 5.2%. And ASML is down 4.4%. Apple is also leading the charge on the downside. You have Apple trading down $8.20. You're breaking a B point. And it looks like we're going to have the volume for an ABC structure on the way down. We're at 11 million shares. 66 million is going to give an ABC down. Apple has a gap wide open at 192. I suspect that's going to get hit. Your A point on Apple is 222. Your B is 198, so you get a 24.8 to B, which sets you up at about a 180. Let's see. That's 186. So 186 coming at you. GE, folks, GE is going BK. This is going to be real. This is going to be a story that people are just going to not believe. Bottom line is that what you got with GE right now, you had 60 million shares. We did 273 million shares on Friday. You know, the more I keep looking at this, man, guess what? I know, hard to believe, folks, but bottom line, you're barreling into 572. We hit 772 today. You know, that's the high volume swing low, but there's nothing, whoops, sorry about that. Let me get those charts up for you. Where am I? There we go. Yep, you can't see them because I didn't have them up. Sorry about that. So, GE. GE's barreling into its high volume swing low, 572. That being said, GE is in a confirmed ABC structure down that gets you into minus numbers. And you know what? Bottom line, see ya, don't want to be ya. Well, whether it's the SEC, the accountant, someone's going to find another huge scandal, more than likely inside GE. They're getting out hand and fist. Now, let me see if I can just find the 9:30, so let's see, November. Because what you had on Friday is that you had a monster getting out also. And if they own more than, I don't see a listing in here that they sold. But there was a couple, here I can put this up this way so you can see how many hours. There was a couple huge sales on Friday. Now the biggest one here was on the open. That's 2.7 million, but I wouldn't be counting that one. On Friday, you had a 23 million and a 30 million a sell down out there inside GE. So that is going to be one of the largest owners inside of GE getting out of the market ASAP. Some of the higher volume equities out here this morning, we have, well, GE's the biggest one. You have, oh, this is a monster one, too. This is like these poor people in California, man. This is intense. People in California, they're going to be moving out of California, man. They're, you know, if you've ever seen Chinatown anyway, they're living in a desert. Bottom line, you know, they got the water from the, well, they get the water from the Colorado River. Bottom line, I said, yeah, it looks green, but guess what? They're living in a desert. This is PG&E. This is the electric company out here. This just went from $49 down to $24. Because what you're going to have there, my understanding was a campfire that started it, but once it gets going, then they're on the hook for the amount of transformers that end up blowing up also. This is a monster ABC structure on the way down. And let's see, your A point on this is 71, your B is 37. Whoa, baby, that is a monster. Holy God, $40, man. That bring that down. Yeah, it's going to bring that down. Oh, right, we're back to unreal. Back to the last fire, I think, which is $10. Let me pull this back in here again. Yeah, it is. That's what's laying out. I believe that, well, that's 01. I don't know that the last fires, they didn't get killed that much. Bottom line is that there's trouble in paradise in a huge way. And you talk about the amount of people that have to leave their houses. Pretty amazing. You get Athena Health getting taken over. That's up $11. What's wild about that is that this is getting taken over by a private equity firm. But you can see that even at this price point, Athena Health was it looks like, you know, the way it's been trading, it looks like to me that they're coming in and stealing this company. You know, you had a high out here of 206. You're trading 131. I believe the buyout is at something like, let's see, it's shot money, folks. Yeah, it's 5.7 billion, but that gets down to, yeah, the price is approximately $135 or something. It's shot money in the context of where Athena Health has been and where basically where they're taking that out. If we go and we take a look at that, well, first let's look at the dollar index, because the dollar index, we're looking at the dollar index because if you're interested in the metals market, it's going to be all about the dollar index. It is about the dollar index. What we do have out here, there's no doubt, is that you have the aspect of Brexit. And Brexit, one day it's on, next day it's off. That is moving the pound as well as the euro around in a big way. Now, that being said, bottom line is that we'll see how far away from the top of this consolidation the dollar index gets. Right now, you're at 97,150. This has to get back inside 96,450. What I do expect we're going to see with the dollar index is this. At 97,700, that looks to me like that's what it wants to test, and that is, it's right, yeah, 97,700. We had a big downdraft in May of 2017. We went from 99 to 96 in the dollar index. So the 97,700 looks to be the number that that baby wants to test. We'll see whether it gets through it. We go take a look at the euro. What you're going to see is that the euro did bust its swing low out here today. That number to keep your eye on the euro is 113.02, and we are at 112.70. If we go over and we take a look at the British pound, you're going to see the British pound has only come back to its strength. So the British pound hasn't broken down at all. It had monster strength on the 1st of November. That's when it went from 127 to 130. Bottom line, this morning it hit 128, rejected it. You're at 128.99 right now. Bottom line is that we'll see if, in fact, number one, the pound hits and stays and rejects lower price. We go take a look at the GDX inside the metals market. GDX, this is pulling back with light volume. You know, bottom line is that if you're looking for markets that are going higher, you want today to basically be lower, because it's going to be light volume. And that's the same. So the GDX is pulling back with light volume, and that would be the same that I would say inside the S&P. To me, the S&P is still not done going down. You know, you were down 3 days. It looks to me today this is going to battle going into that gap that was left open. You know, we'll see if it can get a catalyst to get something else going downtown. You know, the Apple's in trouble. You know, the way that Apple is set up, you know, you can see it fundamentally. They're not going to give out their numbers. Well, guess what? Technically, the way Apple is basically coming off here. As soon as Apple got underneath this 197, that's where it broke topside from. Then you start getting game down to 177. Then you can actually see some heavy damage on the way down. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are going to be coming right back. We have the Dow Industrials right now down 234. Nasdaq is off 116. S&Ps are off 21. Come right back.
The TAS Profile Scanner is the most revolutionary piece of trading software that you will ever try. Wouldn't you like to approach the markets with confidence? As you begin your trading day, it's likely that you'll be faced with lots of decisions. In order to make the best decision, the first thing you'll need is a strategy that will help you minimize your risks. Whether we're in a bull or bear market, a good strategy is to have the tools needed to help you scan and analyze the markets before you trade. The TAS Profile Scanner instantly scans and filters over 2,500 global financial markets, such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, president of TAS Market Profile, the TAS Profile Scanner understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications, automated trading algorithms, and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. Whether you're looking at the trade matrix, the ETF heat grid, the market breadth, the landscape charts, or the many other features of the TAS Profile Scanner, this is a piece of software that will revolutionize how you look at the markets and set up your trades. The team at TAS has even put together a 12-part video series to walk you through every aspect of the TAS Profile Scanner, which you can find directly on the TAS order page at TFNN.com. Sign up now for only $97 a month with a risk-free 30-day trial, so you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. See for yourself how you can harness the full power of the TAS Profile Scanner by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services section. Remember, with a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose. Don't let another day pass you by without trying out this amazing piece of software that will revolutionize how you look at the market and how you place trades. Sign up today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Tom and Tommy O'Brien. We do appreciate you growling a problem with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials down 245, Nasdaq off 129, S&Ps off 24. See what kind of action we got out here.
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm surprised it's actually that's this red. You know, you didn't have Europe. Europe wasn't down that bad earlier. You know, they're selling it off a bit. You get the DAX right now down 1.5%. So we'll see how this baby shakes out. But let's go up and talk natural gas with our man John from Philly. What's going on, brother?
Good morning, Tom. Tommy, how are you both?
Morning, John.
Great, man. Yourself?
Good, thank you. Tommy, I wanted to ask if you could give us your read, your eyes on nat gas, specifically the weekly chart. I observe with today's high on the DEES and the Jan contracts up at 390, we have hit the same high as of back December 2016. Can you look at your price action, your pattern, your volume, and tell me if you think there's a candidate for a double top right here?
Yeah, it's interesting. Okay, so what you have here, folks, is this. So I got the continuous contract up. So December 2016, you had a high of 390. They closed out at 372. And now what's intriguing here is that these shooting stars love to get retested. That's what that is on a weekly basis. You know, so, yeah, the bottom line is that, yeah, I can see that. Now, let me bring this closer. I want to bring the actual contract closer just so I can. So now I'm going to go back to the contract that's the
December, right?
Yep. The liquid contract right now. So that's a heck of a move. Yeah, I mean, this would make sense that you can back down a little. I mean, that's, you know, we went exponential pretty quick. But I'll tell you what I wouldn't be selling this, John. If you're looking to trade this, what I would be doing is sitting there waiting. And the reason being is that, see that bar there from last Friday? You know, that's saying that, hey, we can go a lot higher. Yeah, you might settle down a bit, but...
And it's actually from Friday, right? Just to put, just yesterday, the last trading day, which is crazy.
Right.
Tommy, thanks so much for that viewpoint. I myself, just for the record, I'm long, and I've scalped the short side while holding a long right here.
Okay, yeah.
It's only November. You know, the heating season really, it's just barely kicked in.
Right.
And if the heating season turns out to be colder than average in December, January, February, and given that inventory storage levels are so low, price can, on a spot basis, go higher, conceivably much, much higher if it's colder than average heating season these coming months. But given that we went right to that level, I just had to ask the question because too many times I've been in a market and failed to notice the potential for a turning point at a prior swing high or swing low. Hence my question to you, so thanks for that viewpoint.
Yeah, it's going to, listen, I think that the weather here is going to be really interesting, I think, in general. And the reason I'm saying that is that, like in Florida this year, this has been one of the hottest falls that we've had that I remember in a long time.
Is it fall? Because it feels like summer, man.
It does. No, it really does. You know, it hasn't really broken. It broke in like for 1 or 2 days, and, you know, it was still hitting like 85s every day.
Yeah, I mean, I think it might be 87 today,
right?
Which is just pretty mind-blowing as we're coming into middle of November.
Right. You know, and then up north, you know, bottom line is that we'll see whether that just flips the switch on the other side of it.
It's kind of exacerbated on both ends.
I have to humorously say, not to be disrespectful, but with you guys down in Tampa, Clearwater, I'm not going to listen to you guys as a gauge for national weather reports.
We don't expect you to. That's the smart man. But it is. It kind of speaks to how, in all aspects, we're getting further swings in both directions, the heat and cold.
Right.
You know, kind of saying that, you know, it seems that we had record-breaking heat all summer.
This is not normal.
No, it's not. And, you know, the cold that comes in, it could be the same way, vice versa.
Yeah.
Well, I am tempted to come pay you a visit and do some fishing off of Pier 60. So
that's good. Hey, so
anyway, thanks
so
for the
what is the weather in Philly right now, John?
It's cold. It's 15 degrees colder than average, and it's that way all the way up to North Dakota. So it's a real good cold shot.
That's wild, man. So okay.
Yep.
Well,
see what happens.
There you go, man.
That's right.
Cooking, brother.
Talk to you both. Bye now.
Thanks, John.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. So, look at Apple, man. Apple's getting smoked out here. You got some real selling in here, man.
And what do we got going on there?
It's not that I found anything. You know, I think it just, you know, the suppliers that fallen last week. You know, they're Apple suppliers because that's when one of the Foxconn, you know, companies are saying, okay, you know, they were cutting back.
That Apple was telling their suppliers
yes,
that they weren't going to have a surge on their lowest end iPhone.
So you got Broadcom is one of their biggest ones. Look at this thing, man. This has been a mess. So that thing's down $15 this morning. You know, GE, this is, you know, this is like textbook. You know, the real question is going to be, is that are they going to be able to save themselves at that high volume swing low? And the more that this is coming, the more it looks like it's something else that's happening out here.
No, I mean, we saw last week an analyst putting a $6 target on it, right? That kind of started even, I say started, you know, it hasn't stopped the slide. But yeah, just constant news to the downside.
All right.
Yeah.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. We have the Dow Industrials down 205, Nasdaq off 109, S&P's down 17.5. We're coming right back. Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
The Path of Least Resistance, David White's daily market letter, gives you trade recommendations based on David's proprietary power law vector indicator that put the odds of success overwhelmingly in your favor. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price for each stock and option trade. David combines his years of trading experience along with his background in technology and computing to offer his subscribers his take on the markets on a daily basis. Every trading day by 9:30, David publishes his morning issue of The Path of Least Resistance, along with updates sent out throughout the week whenever there is new actionable trading information. All new subscribers receive a 30-day, no questions asked, money-back guarantee. To sign up for David White's daily trading newsletter right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Now, Apple suppliers. It seems that we're finding more about Apple than through their suppliers, and we're finding out about Apple in general.
Yeah, they give a nice indication. Anytime you get them giving an indication, of course. So we got one article up here that was showing, talking about Lumentum, saying that customer cut shipments. So they mentioned a quote-unquote customer, right? They didn't name the customer, but shares of Apple in terms of the supplier. That's talking about Lumentum sank after they had their fiscal second quarter outlook to cut their fiscal second quarter outlook as one of their largest industrial and consumer customers meaningfully reduced their shipments for previously placed orders.
Right.
And this is alluding to Apple across the board.
So let's just get down and see. I want to see where that trades, because okay, we can. There it is. Oh,
light.
look at. Oh, let's just pull that up.
Sure.
Just click that. You can just click it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah, I mean, they're a $2.5 billion company right now, and that's after dropping dramatically overnight.
Wow, that's a hit.
It sure is.
Yep, that's a hit.
And then
now we get another one, right?
Yeah, and this is just speaking to kind of more generally, and not even more generally, but it talks about Lumentum, but then it talks about the number of other suppliers that are tumbling, and with Apple supplying as well. So major suppliers to Apple's iPhone fell Monday as investors fretted that one of the most important product lines in the technology sector was seeing weak demand. And it talks about the article we just talked about from Lumentum. Let's see. Yeah, so you have another company, Oclaro, which is being bought by Lumentum. They're down 11%.
I want to cancel that story.
Yes, right, I know. Yeah, and so you're talking about potentially a 30% cut in Apple orders.
Ooh.
I mean, if they ever disappointed to the tune of 30% on iPhone sales, that would be a mammoth number, and maybe that's why they're not going to report them anymore, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they already know that.
Yes, of course, of course. So this company in particular does 3D sensing related light sources. 3D, of course, the huge thing in the next iPhone 10s, talking about 3D sensors in your face,
okay.
you know, facial recognition, that's all 3D.
I see.
You know, sensing related light sources, right? They're 3D, they sense the 3D nature of things. You have Cirrus Logic, 10% down. Qorvo, 7.3. Skyworks, almost 3%. Finisar, 4.7. Broadcom, 5.3. Let alone Apple down itself.
What a supply chain, man.
Yeah.
That's intense.
Yeah.
Great supply chain on the way up, and on the way down, boy.
Yeah, and this speaks to, we talked about it last week, where it comes a week after it was reported that Apple was canceling the boost that they had planned for their XR line, which is the most affordable of the new phones that they're coming out with. Yeah, so not good news. I mean, it's not good news to say the least on Apple and their suppliers. Especially, you got to keep in mind that they just came out and said, we're not going to tell anybody how many iPhones we ever sell ever again. And then we get news across the board that they're cutting orders on their iPhones everywhere.
Right.
So the market's taking notice of that.
And, you know, we have. So you get the gap, that 192.14. You know, we can get into that baby today.
Yeah, and that's probably their last earnings, right?
Right.
Coming in right around that time, yeah.
And then from that point on, we'll basically find out what kind of volume we have, because what does happen is that 196 level inside Apple is a big level, because that's where it broke topside from also. So you get underneath that level and say, okay, that support is gone. So
how's Amazon doing today?
the big dog, let's see.
Do you see some of those headlines about Alibaba, about their Singles Day?
Yeah, they broke every record.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, that is like $23 billion or $33 billion in the day.
Yeah.
And what is staggering, though, is that they're a little bit of a different business plan than Amazon, though. That's not like their revenue incompletely, right? They're almost a marketplace.
Right.
So it does change things completely a little bit.
Right.
Versus Amazon, that's straight out their revenue coming from their warehouses.
Right.
You know, versus Alibaba, they like to say that they sold that amount of value, but they don't net that revenue.
Right.
Which is a big difference. Still mammoth numbers. I mean, just staggering. Some of the biggest brands I saw that they came out with, one of them Apple, intriguing, so that obviously not doing what they needed to be. I'm gonna say it starts with an X.
Okay.
Xiaomi, how do you say? You know the company, and Dyson, which is the one that caught me, was one of the top 3 brands.
Dyson's so smart, man. That guy's a brain.
Yeah, how many vacuums, how many whatever they selling, man, to be at the top of a day doing that type of volume.
Yeah, he's pretty amazing, man. Those products are expensive, but he is.
He's a brilliant inventor.
Yeah, he is.
Sure.
He really is.
Yeah.
So when we look at Alibaba, this is kind of wild.
Yeah.
That Alibaba can't even hold price, and they get that kind of money.
Yeah.
And
that kind of speaks to. Can we go into the news after you look at the chart? Because I heard somebody talking about this morning, and it's good to keep the.
Sets another record. I want to look at the chart first.
No, let's go. Maybe the top one. Yeah.
Gross merchandise value of Alibaba single day may have fallen sharply. What is this? But the event is more of an advertisement of the company.
Okay, so just growth fell. So it's pretty staggering because they only grew at 27%.
Oh,
last year they grew at 39.
Okay.
But my goodness, I mean, they grew at 39% the year before. They grew at 27%, probably on doing like $20 billion in a day. Now they did $26 billion.
It's pretty intense.
It is. It is.
There's no doubt.
Yeah.
And what we're gonna have this. Well, time goes fast anyway, but we are basically, right in season now for shopping.
We're in holiday season.
Yeah. I mean,
Thanksgiving is 10 days away, 11 days away. Black Friday's
week from Thursday,
the biggest of them all. So, yeah, it's...
Man, you better get cool
right
down here, man.
I know.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, and Pete, you look at this one. These poor people in California.
Go for it.
This is sad.
Yeah, these fires, man.
Man, this PG&E, this is like... You talk about a hit. You talk about look at the volatility on the stock too.
Yeah.
Just today, it had a low of 24.95. You're at 33.
Yeah.
And
I mean, you talk about one of the biggest fires in California history, and they may have some liability there.
Yeah, it's I guess it started from a campfire, right? That's what they're saying. And then, but their liability is that as soon as the transformer goes, it doesn't matter. Transformer goes, bottom line. Another fire starts. They said so far 3 transformers has gone. That's what I read yesterday.
Okay.
So you can see now the way this is trading, folks. Okay, don't buy this thing because this is like a monster ABC down to like $10 or something. It's like okay, the last fire, took it south, but not like this one seems that it could. You know what I mean? Because the last fire was somewhere. I mean, it wasn't back in 2001, right? No.
It could have been here.
Yeah. What's that? 2008.
I mean, that took from 39 to 26 in a month.
Yeah.
That could have been it.
Yeah.
I'm just,
No, I'm with you.
That's the only big bar.
It's just surprising because I remember when it happened, it was a monster bar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was a monster bar at that point.
I mean, going down, you can see, going down from 39 to 26, right? That would have been...
That's a hit.
That's a hit, right? It is.
That's a hit. There's no doubt. And, bottom line...
Hopefully everyone stays safe. I mean, it's horrible. I think it's up to like 30, 31 people or something that are dead out there. I mean, just...
275,000 people left their homes. I can't even comprehend that.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, so what do you do?
Some of the videos are just, I don't know if you saw them.
Oh, I saw it.
It looks apocalyptic.
I saw that Bloomberg had one with just all pictures.
Yeah.
And that was like, that fire is so hot.
It is,
incredible. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. We have the Dow Industrials trading down 248 points. We get the NASDAQ down 131. S&Ps are off 23. Come right back.
Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today. Jason Path has just launched his weekly newsletter, The Quantitative Edge, available only at TFNN.com. Right now, you can sign up for Jason's outstanding weekly report, including midweek updates whenever warranted, with a 30-day money-back guarantee included, so you have nothing to risk. Jason develops his trade recommendations by creating an ensemble of predictive and mathematical models trained on data by leveraging a variety of techniques, including market-based computer simulations. Jason then combines these sophisticated predictive and analytical models with deeply researched macro outlooks to identify opportunities in a number of different markets for traders to act on. Whether you're looking to trade futures, equities, commodities like crude oil and gold, forex, or cryptos, Jason covers it all. Sign up for Jason Paff's weekly trading newsletter right now by visiting the front page of TFNN.com, and you'll find the Quantitative Edge under the Newsletters tab. TFNN.com, educating investors. Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is trading down 270. You get the Nasdaq off 139. S&Ps are off 25. It's really hard to comprehend that in Philly, John's saying it's like 15 degrees, and it's like this dramatically hot down here.
I think he said it was 15 degrees cooler than it usually is.
Oh.
But still, I'm sure it's cold. I know. It's crazy how
I'm telling you, man.
it is.
It's
And that just speaks to where it's not going to be hot everywhere all the time. That's not global climate change. It's not going to be cold everywhere all the time. It's going to be exacerbated highs and lows, exacerbated swings. And I think that's what we're seeing across the board, man. Our summers, the north summers, man, intensely warm. They got that warmth right into as far as they could stretch it, and then it just went straight to cold. You know, they got a fall season that was like 2 weeks long, as in trees were cold, leaves were gone, because there was no time. You know, Yep, 13 degrees in Park City from our man Peter from Park City right now.
That makes sense.
That does make sense. It's a little chilly out there.
Park City, folks, is in Colorado, and it's beautiful, and the sky is blue, though, and that sun's going to feel hotter than that at 11 or 12 in the afternoon. That's a different 13 degrees. Oh, Utah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Utah. 877-927-6648. Let's go over and take a look at NFLX, also Netflix, and see. We know that NFLX, you have... Oh, the Patriots lost, huh?
They did lose.
Man, oh, man.
That's enough of that.
So Netflix comes back $4.60. You're basically, yeah, you get light volume in here, but this is not doing too good either. Yeah, you're off these highs of 423. Yeah, it's got a high volume low that probably wants to test again at 271. You know, the Comcast, there it is right there. So let's see.
CMCSA.
Yeah, what that's looking like. Now, this is intriguing, right? I mean, I guess they're moving quick enough to get other businesses going or something, because
I guess so.
that chart's not that bad, you know, compared to what the amount of people that seem to be disconnecting from the from the cable
Maybe
boxes.
they're doing a better job. I've had my rants about Frontier around here. We don't have Comcast. We have Frontier, and we have
Spectrum.
Bright House, which was.
So that's Charter now, I think, right? Is Spectrum Charter?
No, I believe it's Spectrum. Yeah.
That's a company, Spectrum.
I believe so. It was Bright House.
Right. No, I know.
It became okay. Yeah.
Right.
Not that I don't have them, so I'm not sure, but I believe that that's still Spectrum.
So you get Comcast. Yeah, they're still growing. That's the bottom line. You know, did 84 billion last year. They're looking to do 91 billion this year and 99 billion next year.
And they keep growing the earnings on top.
And their cable is growing by almost 6% a year.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. They own NBC Universal too.
Yeah.
Okay, so they get NBC Universal's going up 9% a year. That's the movie business, of course.
Yeah. And that's over 3 years, just to keep perspective.
Yeah.
I always wonder what that last year is, because that's a tough reshaping industry right now. You know, with a 3-year growth rate, so much is changing over those 3 years, and everything going on when you start talking about NBC.
We take a look at the bond market. So this one here, this is going to get. Now this was jumping off the cliff. It could have jumped off the cliff last Thursday.
Now I know that
saved itself.
What is bonds are closed for trading today for Veterans Day, I believe. I know it's ticking. We've done this before, but that's where I get confused on how, because banks are closed today, correct? I believe.
Yeah, they are.
And bonds.
But they're
they've been talking about
trading.
bond market is closed today. However that factors in.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. No, I'm just that's what I've been hearing all morning. So I wonder how that's.
So the bond guys will end up happening. They'll get off earlier than normal, because we know it's open because it's just trading.
I had heard it was closed. I just don't know the difference. Yeah.
So we'll pull over, and if we look at the main exchange, what probably happens is that let's see. So you got Chicago Board of Trade. We'll pull up the Chicago Board of Trade.
So the cash bond is closed.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So the future's open. Cash bond is closed. Future's open.
There you go.
You know what's so intriguing is that our markets now, folks. You know, even when they close for 45 minutes or something. So it's really intriguing, like in general. Do you know what I mean? How things are trading, and they're trading like.
We do get a reprieve Friday and Saturday, thankfully, where the futures are open.
Seriously,
it is.
Could you imagine?
Right.
No, I couldn't.
And I imagine that's only a matter of time as well, because realistically, there's no reason for that to be the case. And I imagine that they'll eventually have a future market that.
Right.
I mean, if you want to trade the futures at Friday at midnight, why can't you?
The banks will fight it. Yeah, yeah. Because they make all the money, so it's like, why am I going to work 2 more days when I don't have to? You know. Yeah. So, we'll see.
They got them open Sunday night. This is 8 hours, and there's no difference in that argument Sunday night to Monday morning. Almost the same deal, right? But.
Let's go take a look at the small caps out here, the IWM. So the IWM, that's baby's pulling back 4 million shares. You're coming into 28. You know, we'll see whether that can, basically get any rejection. What we're going to have out here today is that I just can't picture big volume coming in. You know, we'll see. The inside the indices out here, you're at 177 million NYSE, and on the Nasdaq, we are at. Nasdaq. That's volume. They get 600 million almost out in the Nasdaq.
Yeah, I mean, a day like that, probably when you got Apple rocking, right?
Yeah.
I mean, technology, those suppliers, that's going to be a big deal for the Nasdaq.
It is. And the volume, and let's see. So we said, see, Apple could do an ABC down. That's going to be pretty wild, man. An ABC down on Veterans Day. Banks are closed. You know, if it does 66 million shares, and we're at 17.6 right now, and you're an hour and 20 minutes into the market.
Yeah.
You know, that can do it.
Yeah.
That can do it. GE, again, there's no help for GE. Microsoft, we go take a look at Microsoft out here. That's pulling out. That's pulling back with light volume. This is, Microsoft wants higher price. See, this is not done yet. That's going to need a lot of volume to break down the $108 price point. We're at 107.63 right now. So if that rejected 108.70 today, folks, that would be a real rejection. But all that volume down there is actually going to save Microsoft out here today. So a lot of moving pieces. The thing that's going to be wild is that if, in fact, we get a bounce out of here, it's going to be really hard for the market to actually pull back, because Thanksgiving's next week, and most of the time going into Thanksgiving, folks, it's people are happy, so it's
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden we're into December.
We sure are, man.
Wild, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Goldman Sachs. Let's go take a look at Goldman Sachs for one of our tigresses out here. So this baby is on the hook, and it's going to be on the hook for basically taking Malaysia to the cleaners. 234 to 211 in 2 days.
Yeah.
And oh, look at this. Yeah, this is pressing, man. You got, I suspect, hey, we'll see how it hits. This is...
I was just going to say, you know what week that is, right, that you just went to?
Right there?
No, the 11/11/16. Go back.
Right there?
Yeah. It's election week, man.
Oh.
Just to bring back. I mean,
Okay.
it's election week 2016.
Yeah, so that's where we're heading.
Yeah.
If we head to, well, 205 is where we're heading. And that's going to be a major breakdown here. This is, we'll come right back to that. This is an ABC down. It's actually been, it turned into a complex one, but it's an ABC down. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow Industrials right now down 215. Nasdaq
315. It's going quick, man.
Oh, baby. Nasdaq is down 156. And if we do go over to Apple, even when I was doing that, I said, man, Apple is getting into the 9 numbers now. So 986. And what number was that? That gap? That gap's 192.14.
Okay.
You know, that can go after it today, too.
Oh, yeah.
And, yeah, volume-wise, hour and a half, 20. Oh, it can do it. Well, it's gonna be a close call, but volume-wise, looks like it can do it also. Yeah. If we go back to that Goldman for a second, what you are going to see in Goldman, it looks to me like Goldman. Actually, if I put this on a weekly, it looks like I already that broke. let's see, that's 18 million. Yeah. So that would be 262, 220, so you get $42. That gets you 203. Goldman's a confirmed ABC down at 203 anyway. So we'll see where that shakes out. Imagine all those fees, and of course, we'll see it replay again, folks. Take a couple more years, but guess what? Goldman's going to be giving back $600 million in fees or whatever that is to the Malaysian government. Another one. Some of them they get away with, some of them they don't. Yeah. Part of the overhead.
I agree.
Pretty amazing.
I agree.
It is amazing. The minister was saying that they're going to be happy if they get 30% of what they were ripped off on, not just the fees, everything after expenses. We'll see.
A lot of people that get ripped off get nothing back, right?
Oh yeah.
So
no, the 30% is better than nothing. There's no doubt about that. Folks, you stay right there. We got Fast Market coming up next, and we, of course, got our man Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. Be back this afternoon, folks. Have a great one. Have a safe one. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Go get him, folks.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading News.